I am not African American. I'm Afro-Caribbean. My ancestors are not from this country, North America. They're not from here. They're from the Caribbean. Caribbean people have different races in them, all right? Different type of races.
I understand the distinction that you're trying to make between African Americans in the U.S. and Afro-Caribbeans, but there are 2 points I wish to make in response. First, North America, South America, and the Caribbean, or West Indies, are classified as the Americas, so Afro-Caribbeans, African descended people of the Caribbean, are quite literally African American. Many Afro Caribbeans, like you say, are mixed with other ethnicities, but also many African Americans of the United States are mixed with other groups.
And I always say this, if it wasn't for the civil rights movement, if it wasn't for African American people fighting for equality, there wouldn't be opportunities for African Caribbean people, for Latino people, for different type of races, for people that probably have any type of color, period. If you have any type of skin color, any melanin in your skin, you wouldn't be able to have equal rights or to become anybody or to make money or to start new lives, start new opportunity if it wasn't for African Americans.
I understand and fully endorse your message that Afro Caribbeans should appreciate their U.S. born brothers and sisters and the struggle that provided opportunities for immigrants of color. But it is critically important to understand that many of the African Americans who fought for our liberation were Afro Caribbean. The fight for civil and human rights by black folk in this country was not something that happened before people of the Caribbean came to the United States. Afro Caribbeans were always fully a part of the black liberation struggle within this country. In fact, some have played the most central and pivotal roles. Arguably, the most influential figure in Black America during the 20th century was a Jamaican. His name was Marcus Garvey. We call him the father of Black nationalism. The man who initiated the Black Power movement, Stokely Carmichael, was from Trinidad, like your mother. I know you love history. It's important to understand where your history and my history is the same. Though we resided in separate parts of the world, we are not a separate people. Our common enslaved ancestors came from West Africa, from Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia, Benin. I come mostly from those who were dropped in what is now the United States, while you came from those who were dropped on the islands. Chattel slavery was imposed upon Africans in the Caribbean just like it was in the U.S. mainland. In fact, enslavers in the West Indies were reputedly far more brutal. Please be aware that for generations, Afro-Caribbean immigrants and their children have been indispensable as leaders, staples, and icons of the African-American community within the United States. Louis Farrakhan, the leader of the Nation of Islam, is the offspring of Afro-Caribbeans. His mother was from St. Kitts, his father was from Jamaica, his stepfather was from the Barbados. Our first Oscar winner, Sidney Poitier, he and Harry Belafonte risked their lives and their positions in the entertainment industry to financially and vocally support the civil rights movement. Shirley Chisholm, our first major candidate for president, was from Guyanese and Bayesian parents. It's clear that everything that you're saying is coming out of love and respect. However, you are overemphasizing boundaries and distinctions between African Americans in the U.S. and Afro-Caribbeans, which are minimal and often completely artificial. My wish is for you to recognize that we, along with our brothers and sisters on the African continent, are one people. I want you to invest time in learning more about the history and contributions of Afro-Caribbeans to the liberation struggle of Africans during slavery and beyond. Learning more will better empower and equip you to speak up for our people, which I hope you will continue to do.